Catherine Herridge, a CBS News senior investigative correspondent and former Fox News correspondent, finds herself at the center of a legal battle that could have far-reaching implications for journalistic source protection and press freedom. The controversy arose from Herridge's refusal to disclose her sources for a series of stories she reported on in 2017 while at Fox News. This decision has put her on the precipice of being held in contempt of court. The saga began when Chinese-American scientist Yanping Chen filed a lawsuit against the Federal Bureau of Investigation, alleging that federal authorities had improperly leaked information about her, thereby violating the Privacy Act. Herridge, relying on documents reviewed by Fox News, reported on this situation, highlighting Chen as the subject of a federal investigation. In an attempt to substantiate her claims, Chen issued subpoenas to both Herridge and Fox News, seeking to unveil the identity of Herridge's sources for the 2017 stories. Fox News and Herridge vehemently opposed this move, asserting that the First Amendment protections granted to the press should shield them from complying. However, Judge Cooper, presiding over the case in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, disagreed and ruled that Chen's need for the information outweighed Herridge's qualified First Amendment privilege. This led to a pivotal deposition on September 26, during which Herridge was repeatedly pressed to divulge the sources of her 2017 reporting. Each time, Herridge politely declined to answer, citing privilege and protecting the confidentiality of her sources. Chen, unsatisfied with Herridge's refusal to cooperate, has formally requested that the court reprimand Herridge. In a motion made public, Chen's camp has called for Herridge to be held in contempt and for substantial financial penalties to be imposed on her. This is a direct challenge to the fundamental journalistic principle of safeguarding the identity of confidential sources. Herridge's stand has garnered support from both CBS News and Fox News. They argue that journalists must not be compelled to reveal their confidential sources, emphasizing the vital role source protection plays in journalism's mission and the broader democratic process. Beyond the immediate legal dispute, the direction the case is taking has raised concerns among independent observers. Floyd Abrams, a renowned First Amendment attorney of Pentagon Papers fame, has described the judicial order as deeply troubling. He warns that such orders not only hamper the journalist involved but also create barriers for all journalists seeking to gather information on newsworthy topics. In light of Herridge's case, there have been renewed calls for Congress to pass legislation that solidifies federal protections for journalists. A bipartisan group of lawmakers reintroduced the Protect Reporters from Exploitative State Spying Act, commonly known as the Press Act, in June. This legislation seeks to provide important safeguards to journalists, preventing the government from compelling reporters to disclose their sources. Caitlin Vogus, the Deputy Director of Advocacy at Freedom of the Press Foundation, has underscored the chilling effect such contempt orders could have on journalism. She emphasizes that the financial sanctions requested in Chen's motion could deter reporters from standing up to unconstitutional orders, discouraging whistleblowers from speaking to the press and ultimately limiting the public's access to newsworthy information. In conclusion, the outcome of Catherine Herridge's case carries significant implications for press freedom, the protection of journalist sources, and the broader landscape of investigative journalism in the United States. It highlights the delicate balance between safeguarding journalistic integrity and the pursuit of justice in the legal system.